Good morning, dear students of second year. I think you are well by the grace of Almighty God. I am also well. This is the fifth online lecture for you, and in this lecture, I am going to finish modernism and postmodernism, their characteristics. So let's move on with PowerPoint presentation. First of all, I welcome you all to my online class on behalf of Nobigons College, Nobigons. This is Mohammad Masud Mia, lecturer in English, Nobigons College, Nobigons. Today's topic is 20th century literature, modernism, postmodernism, part 2. The subject is history of English literature, and this course is designed for the students of second year, Department of English, honors level. The salient features of the modern literature. We will continue from here. The first characteristics of modern literature is humanitarian and democratic feeling. Modern literature is marked with a note of humanitarianism and democratic feeling. The modern dramatists, novelists, and the poets are interested in the life and the daily struggles of the people. Mansfield, Gibson, Goldsworthy are mainly interested in the common man and his sufferings. In their poetry, there is a note of sympathy. The modern poet is also interested in to treat everything sympathetically. The language is very simple. I think you are getting what I am saying. Next one is realism. Realism is one of the most noteworthy characteristics of the 20th century literature, and in particular the poetry. The poetry of the 20th century is marked with the note of realism. Realism in modern poetry was a reaction against the pseudo-romanticism of the last century. Realism was there under the influence of science. The modern poet paints life with all its growth and ugliness. Robert Frost, W. Gibson, and John Mansfield are the poets of realism in modern poetry. The best expression of realism in modern poetry is found among the war poets. Romantic elements in modern poetry. In spite of the dominance of realism in modern poetry, the spirit of romance continues to wave the minds of certain poets like W. B. Yeats, John Mansfield, and Edward Thomas. Through their work, we can feel that the spirit of romance is as old life itself. Next one is pessimistic note in modern literature. There is a note of pessimism, distrust, disappointment, cynicism, and disillusionment in modern literature, and in particularly in the modern poetry. In modern literature, we find the pettiness of human life and the tragedy and sufferings of the oppressed people. T.S. Eliot's lines in The Hollow Man are marked with a note of pessimism. We are hollow men. The modern literature is bubbling with gloominess, despair, misery, desolation, hopelessness, anguish, depression, rejection, and hopelessness of the modern world. Religion and mysticism. Mysticism means an idea of communion with God through spiritual media. The modern age is the age of science, but even in this scientific age, we have poems written on the subject of religion and mysticism. Francis Thompson, Robert Graves, J.K. Chesterton, W. Yeats, and George Russell are the great poets whose poetry is burning with the flame of religion and mysticism. Thompson's Hounds of Heaven and In Strange Land are great poems of religion in modern poetry. In modern literature, we also find the supremacy of God and the feeling of religion. A treatment of love and nature. Love is the subject of many modern lyrics and novels. Robert Bridges has produced fine sonnets of love in The Growth of Love. W. B. Yeats' When You Are Old is one of the most noteworthy love poems. In the poetry of John Mansfield, we find a feeling of dejection in love. The beauty of the beloved reminds John Mansfield the decay of physical charms. His mind never seems to forget that. Death has a lodge in leaves as cherry. Death has mention in the new tree berries. Nature fascinates the modern poets like the poets of the Romantic age. The modern poetry is full of beautiful picture of birds, clouds, landscape, sea, and the countryside. Mansfield and Robert Bridges are the great poets of nature in modern poetry. Psychological treatment in literature. Some modern poets and novelists are interested in examining the inner workings of the subconscious mind. Some of the poems of T.S. Eliot and Ezra Pound are difficult to follow because of their psychological complexity and difficult imagery. In the same manner, the stream of consciousness novels and the psychological novels of D.S. Lawrence are very difficult to understand because of the psychological treatment. Loneliness in modern literature. Loneliness means desire or craving for something. Loneliness is at the root of modern literature. Modern poets express loneliness of all kinds in their poetry. Rupert Brooke's Old Vicarage is a cry of homesickness. John Mansfield's Secrets is the best example of the longing of men for God and the eternal city of light. The loneliness is also evident in The Hollow Man and The Wasteland of T.S. Eliot. The modern literature is an echo of the following lines of Seeker. Friend and lovers we have none, nor wealth nor blessed abode, but the book of the city of God at the other end of the road. Not for us are content and quiet, and peace of mind, for we go seeking a city that we shall never find. We have come to the point conclusion. In conclusion, we see that the literature of the modern age is shapeless, but at the same time very clear. It is true criticism of modern life. As it is born out of the modern life, the literature of the modern age is the reflection of modern life. It is realistic in tone. That is actually the end of today's class. I tried my level best to write in simple language and in a shape of answer. If you think these things you can use in your answer, the question can be asked in a way that what are the salient features in modern literature. You can write these questions, what I discussed in my two classes, last class and today's class. And I tried to write in a simple language so that you can understand better. If you do not understand, if you find any complications in understanding, you just message me or let me know, and I will try my level best to do more clearly in my next class. So, that is the end of today's class. Thank you all. Stay blessed and stay home. Goodbye to all. I think we will meet in my next class again. Bye bye.